Jiwon, however, confronted him directly. "Why are you doing this? You know your friend likes you." Hyejun's answer was blunt, cold, and shocking. "You've already done the same thing. Don't act so innocent with Min." Then he added something even heavier. He knew a secret about Jiwon that no one else knew, something only he had kept. The next day, after physical education class, an old photo of Jiwon suddenly went viral on the school forum. In it, she looked completely different, not glamorous at all. Students were shocked, gossip spread like wildfire, and some even grew angry as though they had been betrayed. Jiwon's secret was no longer a secret, and her whole world flipped upside down. A flashback revealed the truth. Jiwon had once been bullied and harassed at school. One day, she met Hyejun at a bus stop, and from that meeting, their friendship began. Both had been determined to leave behind their old selves and reinvent who they were. Now, Jiwon couldn't understand why the very friend who had started that journey with her was humiliating her. She began to wonder if everything had only changed after Min's arrival. Another secret came to light. Hyejun, who seemed kind and simple, wasn't always so innocent. In the past, he had exposed his own cousin by leaking a video of him giving a singing audition. The class had erupted in laughter, humiliating his cousin. When his cousin found out that Hyejun had now done the same to Jiwon, he confronted him. "You haven't changed at all." Hyejun tried to defend himself. "I just wanted to help. I had no idea it would turn out like this." But the truth was darker. He had always felt inferior to his cousin, believing that people were drawn to him only because of his cousin, not for who he was. That jealousy had driven him to such acts. Back in the present, Hyejun confessed everything to Yumin. He admitted that he had made Jiwon's old photo go viral and had even spread rumors about Min. But Min herself arrived at that very moment and overheard everything. Her heart shattered. She cried. She had trusted Hyejun as a true friend, someone good. Now she feared he might betray her the same way. That night, Hyejun waited for Min. When she arrived, he admitted he was angry at his cousin and that he missed her. Min stayed quiet at first, but when Hyejun began to walk away, she stopped him and suggested, "Let's go to karaoke. It'll lift my mood." At karaoke, Min noticed Hyejun's hesitation to sing. He finally opened up, revealing another layer of his past. Ever since his cousin mocked him in public, he had been terrified of becoming a laughingstock again. That fear still held him back from singing. Min encouraged him gently, lightening the mood with a sweet song. Slowly, Hyejun's face brightened, and he overcame his hesitation. He sang a beautiful song for her. The moment reminded Min of all the good times they had shared. After the song ended, she thought of telling Hyejun her biggest secret, but fear held her back. Instead, another surprise came. Hyejun confessed, "I'm in love with you, Min." She was stunned. Deep down, she knew she hadn't been fully honest with him, so she asked for time to think. That night, excited, Min called Yumin and told her everything, how Hyejun had confessed and asked her out. She thanked Yumin, saying none of it would have been possible without her support. The next day, Jiwon sat with a friend, plotting how to fix her tarnished image. Her friend suggested a bold idea: start a relationship with the new transfer student, a stylish, athletic boy. But the twist was cruel. This boy was none other than Yumin's ex-boyfriend. The girls simply didn't know that yet. Later, when Jiwon approached Min to talk, Min sensed her old friend had changed. They reminisced, letting go of old grievances. For the first time in a while, it felt like they could be friends again. During their conversation, Jiwon showed Min a photo of the athlete who had been her blind date. To Min, he was just a stranger, but in reality, he was the same boy transferring from Yumin's old school. Curious, Min said she would ask her friend Yumin about him. When Min later brought up the athlete, Yumin's expression darkened instantly. Her face fell, anger flashing in her eyes. To her, he wasn't just a boy, he was a knife. Min couldn't understand this reaction, unaware that he was the same boy who had ruined Yumin's past. Yumin walked away, leaving the conversation unfinished. The story then revealed a flashback from 4 months ago. Yumin had been in a relationship with this athlete, but one day, when she refused his advances, he tried to assault her. Gathering her courage, she confronted him at school. However, since he was a promising athlete, the school refused to take action without more evidence. They called in Yumin's best friend to testify. But in a heartbreaking twist, that same best friend, who had secretly been in love with the athlete, betrayed her. giving false testimony in his favor. Devastated, Yumin was branded a liar. Rumors spread that she had falsely accused her boyfriend, and the entire school turned against her. The next day, students distanced themselves, and she was left in isolation. At this point, remember, Min wasn't really Yumin. She was simply attending school under her name. Even so, the real Yumin eventually found out about the incident, but it didn't matter to her because she knew what kind of person Min truly was. One day, after class, Yejun spoke to Min privately. Though the atmosphere was awkward, he gave her a sweet smile and told her they could be friends whenever she was ready to share her secrets. Meanwhile, Hyejun confronted Jiwon. He apologized for leaking her old photo and swore never to hurt anyone again. At first, Jiwon suspected he was still hiding something, but no, this time he was genuinely remorseful. Before leaving, he told her bluntly that her obsession with always being number one wouldn't take her anywhere. During this time, Yumin stopped attending school altogether, locking herself in her room. But one day when she stepped out, she found a surprise waiting, a food basket and a heartfelt letter from Min. Touched by this gesture, she felt that Min truly cared for her as a real friend. A few days later, the two reunited. Min burst into tears, not realizing the depth of Yumin's pain. She begged her to return to school and prove to everyone that she wasn't a liar, but a victim. Then came another crisis. Jiwon, in a panic, called Min. She had begun dating the handsome athlete, and at first, everything seemed fine. But soon, he revealed his true self, becoming aggressive and toxic. Terrified, Jiwon called Min for help. Min, who was with Yumin at the time, rushed to her side. When they confronted the boy, he cleverly twisted the story, portraying himself as the victim, claiming the girls were trying to ruin his career. But Jiwon stood her ground, exposing him as abusive and unforgivable. Then Yumin stepped forward with her ace. She had recorded the entire confrontation. With sharp determination, she warned him, "Never even come close to these girls again." The next day, life slowly calmed. Yumin's confidence returned. Walking to school together, Min told her she had an errand and slipped away to meet Yejun. And here came the turning point. Min confessed she had betrayed everyone, even her best friend. She revealed the truth. She wasn't the real Yumin. She no longer wanted to be the hardworking, quiet girl she once was. She wanted popularity instead. Hearing this, Yejun was stunned. He declared flatly that he no longer wanted to be her friend. Min, devastated, turned to leave. But there was a twist. His words weren't meant to push her away completely. Deep down, Yejun wanted something more. He wanted Min to be his girlfriend. For Min, it was a bittersweet revelation. Yet her journey wasn't finished. Back in class, she stood before everyone and revealed the truth. With clear determination, she declared, "If anyone dares harass Yejun, they'll have to face me first." This bold revelation lifted a heavy burden from her shoulders, filling her with unexpected relief. Wanting to return to a normal school life, she made another huge decision. She deleted all her social media accounts, even if it meant losing hundreds of followers. Time passed, and though Min and Yejun's relationship blossomed at first, it too began to falter. Their bond faced cracks, and eventually, they experienced a painful breakdown. A new beginning dawns. It is here that Min makes a life-changing discovery. The playlist she had been listening to every single day, the one that gave her comfort through her struggles, was owned by none other than Yejun. With this emotional revelation, the beautiful journey of our drama comes to an end. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss the next video. Thank you.